Hello, is this thing on? Yeah, okay, it is. Hello guys, my name is Solarts, welcome back to another video, and I'm here to talk about the RWBY community. Yeah, I did this before. Yeah, that video is also taken down. Did it have a lot of issues with it? Yes. So I'm here to do this in a better way, in a better light, and just address kinda everything with the RWBY community. So if you're new to it, hey, welcome. You know, this is the RWBY community. I'm gonna break down the good, the bad, the ugly. And if you aren't new to it, then you know, this should be expected. Or maybe I'll show you a side that you've never seen before. I don't know. Anyways, let's go on with the good, the bad, and the ugly of this fandom. So, the good. There's a lot of animators here, and I mean a lot. And a lot of them are inspired from RWBY, who would have thought? So, a lot of these people pick up fight animation, and God, I love the fight animation for this community. We have our own series people make, we have our own events people make, pseudo movies, and it's honestly some of the best things you could find in this fandom. If you want to, and you're free, please go check out some of these films. Please go check out some of these animators. They are amazing. Literally some of the best I've ever seen. Very Monty-esque, and I mean, it's just amazing. Absolutely magnificent. Fan art, we got that too. I mean, look at the fan art. Like, honestly, a lot of these artists are extremely talented, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna, you know, put their names in this video because this video is also gonna have some negativity to it, and a lot of people already ragged on me for including names last time, so I'm not including no names, but you will know I'm talking about you, but I'm not including no names. But like I said, point being, fan art, some of the best in this community. It's actually so good. Just the art, the colors, just how people handle things. It's absolutely so amazing, and that goes into just contests, or I shouldn't even call them contests. I should say more of a community event. And these community events are amazing because it usually features a lot of other artists that just draw certain characters, and they all get combined into just practically like one big collab. And I think it's actually really beautiful when those things happen because it shows off the art, it shows off the passion, the love, just the expertise to, you know, do an event like this of this magnitude that they do multiple times. So it's actually extremely just cool to do. LGBTQ friendly. I mean, like, it's a LGBTQ show. It has themes of it, so of course they would be welcoming, but it's very LGBTQ welcoming. So like, anybody who sat here and is like afraid, you know, to be themselves, or identity problems and things of that nature, 9 times out of 10 they will sit here and they will guide you, and that's something you should love. You have a home here, and that's very good. And sometimes they're welcoming. Keyword sometimes, and we'll get to that later. But it's sometimes welcoming. If you share a lot of the same ideals and mindset of these people, they will sit there and love you. They will sit there and praise you. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Like, we love you. They'll do that to you, and that's really good, and that's really dope because, you know, hey, if you sit here and you have some of the basic opinions and thoughts, people will sit here and love you, and that's really dope. That's really good. It's really comforting, and yeah, it's just a nice experience overall. The last 2 things for good gotta be passion and love. This community has so much passion, has so much love in terms of some theories, whether they're far-fetched or not. In terms of some theories, headcanons, they're all there, and all of these people just want the show to continue, to want the show to progress, to want the show to be better. And that goes for the people you view controversial and the people that aren't controversial. But most of the time, they want the best for this show, and I can't blame them. Literally, I can't. I love the series. So their passion and or love, I get it. I understand it. I resonate with it heavy. So this community has a lot of that, and it's a really good community when you look at this good. And I mean, when you look at this good, it looks amazing. But obviously, the RWBY community isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's why people say the RWBY community is so toxic. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. So now that we have the good out of the way, let's address the bad. First off, having different opinions. Now, as a fandom, everybody's gonna have some different opinions, you know. I think Neapolitan is the best girl ever. I mean, she could just bounce on this tip. However, anybody else could say, well, Neapolitan is a trash character, she's bad, whatever. And if you feel that way, hey, guess what? In my personal opinion, that's fine. You hate her, I love her. That's my wife. I'm supposed to love her. I'm not out here hating people for different opinions. But the RWBY community, let me tell you, you have a different opinion than these people, they hate you. So, for instance, let's say you watch RWBY and you don't like Bumblebee. You watch it, you don't think Bumblebee is planned, you dislike Bumblebee. Let's say you tweet something like, I don't think Bumblebee was planned, I dislike it for this, and this. You will get jumped. You will literally get jumped by multiple people laughing at you, making fun of you, saying all this shit about you, and practically blacklisted off of having a different opinion. So if you think blacklisting is bad, guess what? Now you have to deal with people shit talking you, talking behind your back, and just all these other things. And that's terrible. Only for having a different opinion? Like, damn, if I say I hate mint chocolate ice cream and another person says, hey, yo, I like mint chocolate ice cream, I'm supposed to go to war with them? I'm supposed to hate them? I'm supposed to talk behind their back? Oh my God, you're gonna ruin the day you've ever liked mint chocolate ice cream. I hate you. You deserve the worst. Honestly, how could you do this? How could you have these opinions that are different from mine? Like, it's so weird. It's actually the most... Yeah.
You okay?
I'm doing a video.
My bad.
Thank you though, appreciate it. That may get included. But no, on the real, it's extremely weird. It's extremely weird to sit here and like be like that off of different opinions. But let's get into something different, like ship wars. So what's a ship war? So let's say I like Black Sun. Yay, you know, Black Sun. You know, Sun and Blake. Yay, who would have thought? This is lovely, absolutely amazing. Let's say somebody likes Bumblebee. Blake and Yang, absolutely amazing. Guess what? These motherfuckers will sit here and then attack each other and be like, you like Black Sun? Fuck you. You like Bumblebee? Fuck you. And I'm not even gonna use Blake and Yang as an example because we've had enough of them, right? Let's push them to the side. Because guess what? The biggest, and I mean the biggest ship wars I've ever seen aren't between Black Sun and Bumblebee. They're between White Rose, which is Ruby and Weiss, and Rose Garden, which is Ruby and Oscar. Feel how you feel about either ship. I personally don't care. However, the fact that we are having two people argue, or multiple people, because it's not even like one or two people that are arguing about this. It's like once one person starts it, the mob jumps in because, like I said, they jump you, they pile up on you. So once somebody who likes White Rose shit talks Rose Garden, then guess what? The Rose Garden shippers gotta jump them, and the White Rose shippers gotta jump them. So now it's like a fucking gang war over ships. Like, shit looks like Chirac right now because, like, over ships? Over ships? Are you kidding me? We have people losing friendships over ships, over fictional characters dating, all because of a difference. Like, feel how you feel about it. But why are we arguing and like yelling at each other and hating each other and blocking each other and saying these rude things to each other, or even like attempting to like set each other up and la-di-da this over ships? Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? And this goes into the next thing. These people secretly hate each other. A lot of these people I've seen literally talk to the next person, and then the moment that person gets exposed, guess what? They're like, I've always hated them, I've never liked them. It's honestly super fake as fuck. I've seen so many people get like switched up on over nothing, literally over nothing. It could be the least controversial thing ever and people will switch up on you. I don't get it. I think it's absolutely ridiculous for this fandom. Why do I have to lose a friend of like a year or two over me saying I like potato salad? Actually, why did I use that as an example? Potato salad is fucking disgusting. But why do I gotta lose a friend over that? Why? Why? Like, bro, I can't like what I like. Like, damn, like, is what I'm liking hurting you that badly to where I gotta lose a friendship over this? And like, then you gotta sit here and question, was those really your friends if they gotta sit here and hate you and dislike you and do all this and demean you because of this? Like, because what you like, are these people even your friends? So like, it's very stupid. Like, it's actually bizarre. So let's go on to the next topic, which is is Ego-Maniacs. These people have egos, and I mean they have extreme egos, and these egos usually come from large accounts that aren't mature. It literally is. Most of these people are big accounts that got a big following because of RWBY, because what they said, and they said the things that everybody likes to hear. So guess what? The majority of the fan base that is on Twitter and or Reddit and or whatever grouped up with them, gave them a following, and now they have an ego because they have a bunch of people backing them. So these people sit here and they're like, oh my god, I'm so powerful. So when they see something they don't like, or when they see a person they dislike, they attack them. And guess what? They have their friends attack them, and then when their friends attack them, they feel validated. And when the person that they attack tries to speak up, they besmirch them even more, and their friends do the same. And guess what? They also feel validated for. It's a cycle that's pretty stupid from these accounts, because like, you aren't mature, you aren't handling this like an adult, and at the end of the day, you're only hurting somebody else, and like, you could hurt them badly, extremely badly, which goes into the ugly, but we aren't there yet. So let's continue on with the bad really quickly, and that's gonna go into bandwagoning. Bandwagoning is honestly so stupid in this community, but it happens so often, because like I said, people are down to switch up on you like that. People are down to attack you and pile up on you with their friends like that off the tip of a hat. So if it's that easy, these people bandwagon and lie. They lie to get what they want. They lie about you if they personally don't like you and they've already heard enough about you. Or even then, if they don't like you and you're known at least by some of their other friends, they'll have their friends shit talk you, they'll shit talk you, and they'll make up lies about you. And guess what? Because nobody likes you, they'll sit there and they'll spread that agenda, and because they're popular accounts, or a popular account is gonna see it because it's drama, those popular accounts aren't gonna believe anybody, because guess what? It's a lot of bandwagoning and lying. So guess what? The popular account isn't gonna sit here and try to understand the situation. The popular account isn't mature enough to do that. They're gonna sit here and lie and do bad things and promote bad things, and then when those bad things happen, they're gonna sit there and be on the top and be proud about it and be happy about it, and it's a pretty dumb cycle. So lastly, with all of this bad, there's one more thing, and it's accountability. These people run from accountability, and I mean run. And I get it, a lot of these people aren't mature, whether they're adults and or kids. A lot of these people aren't mature at all. So a lot of these people run away from accountability. A lot of these people don't like accountability whatsoever. And how do they run away from accountability online? Well, simple, blocking. But guess what? Twitter removed the blocking feature technically, because people can still see, so you know, doesn't necessarily matter. You can still see the tweets now and get upset. So you can't really run away from accountability like that unless you mute somebody. Then go ahead, you could block and mute, boom, now you've avoided accountability. But another simple way is to private your account. A lot of these people do that. They just disable or private their account, and guess what? Boom, they wait 1, 2, 3 days, and then boom, come back. Hey, everything's good. I'm good, right? And guess what? While they run away from accountability, while they're privated, they sit there and talk to their friends. And since their friends only dick suck them and tell them good things and positive, because these friends are fake and don't want to actually help them and progress them as a person and help them mature and not let them recognize their mistakes, they often sit here and repeat this process where they keep shit talking people, they keep doing what they're doing, they keep being toxic, they keep being bullies to these people, and eventually they run into somebody that they can't bully that has a big enough following, or they say it to the wrong person and now they get jumped themselves. They know what it's like to be piled up on, and then they private their account, they go into hiding, they say, these guys are so mean to me, they keep piling up on me, oh my god, it's ruined me, it hurts my feelings, it hurts my depression, it makes me go into depression, it makes me super anxious, and my anxiety acts up. You do all of that, you run away, you hide, you avoid accountability, and then after you feel better, you come back and rinse and repeat. And this cycle just sucks. It's very stupid, and like, it's honestly just dumb. A lot of these people get validation from their followers and or fake friends. So when their friends don't agree with them, they hurt and try to run away, but they don't actually sit here and acknowledge their mistakes and or problems. So with that being said, let's get on to the ugly, which is gonna be a lot of my experiences. So with that being said, let's get on with the ugly. The ugly. First off, being blacklisted. Didn't you mention this earlier? Yeah, but it's to a much more bad degree, to where people just don't want to hang out with you. People don't want to be around you. Your name just holds a weight that is terrible, like you're some sort of black plague. There's one thing about being blacklisted from like bigger creators, because guess what? Bigger creators, yeah, it sucks, but guess what? Maybe the smaller creators, maybe the medium creators, maybe just, you know, people, you can still sit there, talk to people, and have a good time and people not know of you. But everyone blacklisting you fucking sucks. You can't sit here and build a connection with anyone. You can't sit here and do anything. And that goes into lying. These people lie constantly. For instance, a big lie with me. You're homophobic. You're transphobic. Bro, Rika, the person that mixes my songs every day, is trans. Nora, the person I hang out with almost every day, trans. Senna, the person I almost hang out with every day, trans. Most of the people in PX, gay. Like, bro, I genuinely have no issues with gay people at all. I genuinely don't. If you're LGBTQ, you're fine with me, bro. I genuinely don't. But this is a lie that's constantly spread around and people believe. Like, and it sucks. Because since it's told so much and people don't like to check for evidence, now everybody just believes you're the person that everybody is saying you are when you're not. And those people don't even have proof, but they're saying it because they're bandwagoning off of the next person. It's just a really bad situation overall. Next up is being harassed. Yeah, sitting here and just being piled up on and attacked constantly. I can't say a fucking sentence in the RWBY community without people sitting here and jumping me, being on my dick, bouncing on the tip, fuck you, you're a bitch, la-di-da this, whatever. And it's so fucking stupid. And it even combines with the line, because guess what? So many people sat here and said, hey yo, guess what? You sat here and you got this account banned. I didn't have anything to do with this account at all. I made some tweets here and there, and guess what? Those tweets weren't even related to them. I gave proof, I gave reasoning, I didn't do shit with them. Guess what? Nobody cared. Nobody sat there, because guess what? Everybody believed the lie that it was me who did something. And guess what? Shout out to that person. They're back on Twitter. Guess why they got banned? It wasn't me. It wasn't because of me. It wasn't even a tweet relating to me. They just got banned off of some dumb shit. That's it. And I'm glad they're back. Yay, good for you. You may hate me, but I personally don't feel any sort of way towards you. So good for you. But it combines with the line, and it combines with being harassed. Why must I sit here? And this, like, I'm saying me because I'm mentioning my examples, but this happens to a bunch of people. I'm not the only person this happens to. This happens to so much more people who probably don't say anything about it, who just leave the community. That's it. I'm the person that's willing to stay in the community and say what's up, and people don't like me for it. But yeah, getting harassed sucks, and seeing your friends get harassed sucks. Guess what? Stalking also up there. A lot of these people like stalking you, like making sure, yo, what you doing, what you're up to, going on every video, checking back in, la-di-da this, checking in on tweets, saying some shit about you, just to sit here and demean you. It's actually really ridiculous. Why must I sit here and get stalked over RWBY opinions? RWBY opinions, ladies and gentlemen. I can't have a differing opinion from somebody. Like, it ain't even like I have a bad reasoning for feeling how I feel. I give actually good examples, and even if you don't agree with the examples, even if you don't feel the same way I feel, you can at least understand my points of reason are within logic and or have some sort of perspective to feel the same way. You don't gotta sit here and agree with me, but you can at least understand where I'm coming from. But do you gotta stalk me for that? And it even goes so bad as to being doxxed. I haven't been doxxed, but I've heard many people say they've been doxxed over bullshit like this, and that's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. Why must somebody be doxxed over this? That's so fucking stupid. And lastly, with the ugly, it's lack of accountability. I know I've mentioned it before, but this time I want to give an example to the ugly. Obviously, I'm not going to name this person because, you know, drama last time. But I just want to hone in on this situation for a second. So to give you brief backstory, here we go. There was a guy that made an opinion. I seen the opinion. I didn't necessarily care for the opinion, and I decided to make a statement about it. I made this statement because I seen the guy getting harassed and dogpiled. A bunch of people were making fun of them, laughing at them, just jumping on this guy. So I made a statement practically saying, A, it's cool to have a different opinion. If you don't agree with them, perfectly fine. However, there is no need to harass this guy. Simple as that. My statement wasn't agreeing with him. My statement wasn't saying he was right. My statement is to simply say, don't harass him. This person came in making fun of me, la-di-da-di-da, and me and this person go back and forth. So fast forward through this circle jerk argument, because they're sitting here and saying, well, he came out of nowhere and said a statement that nobody gave a fuck for, so we have the right to harass him. And I'm sitting here saying, no, harassment is bad regardless of what you do. You can disagree with him. You can say it was unwarranted for him to come into your space and give his opinion about something. But at the same time, this is the internet. Just like how you gave your opinion to his statement, and then I made a statement, and then you gave your opinion to my statement, he can do the same thing. That's the internet. That's how a conversation works. And the internet is a open space. However, I digress. I apologized, right? Because eventually it went down to me as a person and me as a content creator. I apologized multiple times. I even said, yo, I have a lot of free time. Guess what? I have a Discord. You can contact me. She ignored every statement I said about contacting me. I couldn't DM her because, you know, her Twitter thing is off. And if you're confused, my last video about the RWBY community, on which I was talking about getting harassed and how my friend also got harassed with me, I showed a bunch of names. They were her friends. Her friends felt some type of way, and they were hurt and they were sad. Guess what? I apologized for my actions. I took the video down. I made multiple public statements. I made a YouTube video with a apology. I stated my intentions, and I sat here and offered to talk to anyone I hurt personally and offer them an apology directly in DMs. I didn't sit here and make an excuse. I sat there and said my intentions. There's a difference. But just because my intentions were good doesn't mean people took that for what it was for. People were saddened by that. I know that, and it's why I made my statements. It's why I apologize, because at the end of the day, I never intended to hurt anyone, so I apologize. That's how you handle accountability. That's how you be accountable. That's how you act like an adult. That's how you be mature. This person, on the other hand, when I asked for an apology, not even towards me, towards my friend, the friend that in that video I said, y'all shit talked them so much and dogpiled them so much, they ended up hurting themselves. They ended up self-harming because of you guys. I said, don't even apologize to me. Apologize to them. And they made an excuse saying my friends would never intentionally do that. And I'll say this, and I'll peel all the layers back, all the joking back. If your intention is good, but people take it the wrong way, do you avoid the consequences? No, you don't. Because if that was the case, I don't need to apologize. But that's the thing. I'm human. I make mistakes. I can sit there and apologize, and I did, because I was genuinely wrong for what I did. My intention was good, to sit here and tell people stop harassing people for their gender, sex, race, and identity, and simply stop harassing people in general. It's bad. That was my intended message, which is a positive message. However, people didn't take it that way because of how I handled that video. So it doesn't matter how good my intention was. I still fucked up. And that applies to you too. That applies to your friends too. If your friends made my friend self-harm, it doesn't matter if their intention was positive or not. You made my friend self-harm. Apologize for it. The same way you're demanding an apology from me, I could demand one from you. I could demand one from your friend. And to this day, I've still never got one from you. To this day, I never heard you take accountability. To this day, I've only heard you sit here and run away, try to deflect it, say that never happened because you didn't see it, which is also a really dumb claim. But you've only deflected this statement. You've only ran away from this statement. And like I said, I don't necessarily want to target this person because this happens to multiple people. A lot of people in this fandom don't take accountability. If they do something wrong, they run away, they private, they block, they do whatever, they run to their safe space, but they don't try to take accountability. They deflect. So this isn't just to target them, but I want to use them as an example because it's the most recent thing that happened to me. Even when this person said, I'll wait for your apology video, when the apology video came out, they immediately went to hating it, immediately went to hating how successful that video was, which I don't even count it as successful, but I guess in their eyes, they viewed it as successful. The video got like 1K views, couple likes, whatever. They hated that. So in reality, your statement previously about wanting to see the apology video, you didn't necessarily care to see the apology video. You were bitter, you were mad, and you wanted to sit there and use that against me. You wanted to sit there and hate on me. You didn't care about an apology. You just wanted somebody to hate on. At the end of the day, is that really being an adult? Is that really being mature? But yeah, that's the example I wanted to use. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you made it this far, there's a secret video in the description. It's an unlisted video, and it's where I'm more petty, more jokey, and more targety. I still don't mention names, but you know, it's just more of my middle finger to everyone, you know what I'm saying? And I do it in a very joking way, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to hear me be super serious. Obviously, a lot of things are played out for entertainment. There's obviously still a message there, but a lot of it is played out and exaggerated for entertainment. But yeah, the RWBY community, it's really good. It has its highs. It's really amazing when you just stay for the animation, but its lows are extremely low and it's extremely toxic and deplorable. And sadly, the main reason the RWBY community looks so toxic is because its highs are extremely good, but they take time because it takes time to make something great. So I understand that, but its lows happen every other day, every other week, and that's the bad thing. And that's why I feel so toxic, because so much bad happens constantly and so little good happens constantly. When we get something good, it's amazing and we could all love it, but when we don't, it usually turns into a toxic fest a lot of times, especially when the show has no news for it to come out. With that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.